14 days and counting. The Wisconsin recall election is coming up fast. And On the Record is on the ground in Wisconsin to bring you all the news leading up to the big vote. Governor Scott Walker and Lieutenant Governor Rebecca Clayfish both fighting to keep their jobs. The recall election will also be seen as a test of Tea Party strength in Wisconsin. So will the Tea Party pack a punch in Wisconsin? Griff Jenkins hit the ground to find out.
Beth Martin is the co-founder of Tea Party Patriots, the largest Tea Party grassroots organization. Beth, what are you guys doing here in Wisconsin, and when did you get here?
Well, we're here to end the recalls in Wisconsin. We got here last week. We've been here for a week, and we are encouraging people to go and vote and make sure that we end the recalls and protect our representative democracy.
What's at stake here? This has turned into a national story. When we, of course, saw all of the protests and the chanting in the Capitol last January,
Right.
You guys were there.
We were here with our Tea Party groups who are in Wisconsin, and we watched what happened as the unions and liberal groups started marching around the Capitol and state and state and state.
Some folks have suggested that the Tea Party movement isn't quite as strong as it was in 2010 when it was health care. What's going on with you guys?
Well, clearly that's wrong. We had our 990 that came out recently and showed that we've raised over $12 million in our last fiscal year. We have hundreds of people who are going to be here in Wisconsin from around the country, and then people who are calling, doing virtual phone banking. We haven't gone away. We've just gotten more sophisticated and smarter.
And tell me about the ground game here. I mean, that's clearly what this has turned into. I believe early voting started today, so people can up to
June
15
5th.
days from now, June 5th. Of course, you've got Memorial Day holiday, but what is your ground game? What are you guys doing?
Well, we're going door to door, knocking on doors. The absolute best way to talk to voters and get your message out is face-to-face contact.
The latest poll has Governor Walker up by 6 points. Does that give you some comfort that you may prevail in your effort?
I am hopeful that we prevail, and it's really not about Walker. It's just about when you have elections, they have consequences, and if you don't like it, then wait till the following real election, not these special recalls.
How significant is this election, this recall election, to your national goal, which is obviously November?
I think it's very important. It's going to set the stage and the momentum from here going on into November.
What is the number one issue with the Wisconsin Tea Party groups that you guys are, again, the umbrella that you are is nationwide, the Wisconsin Tea Parties, what are they focusing on other than obviously this recall election?
Well, they're going to get through this. They've been in campaign mode for the last 2.5 years. Hopefully this will end all of the recalls in the state, and then they'll be focused on what happens in the general election and going forward.
Let's talk about who is your opponent in this?
As far as the primary opponent goes, I think that it really is the special interest on the left. The unions, the Move On, the Occupy movement, those are the opponents in this election by and large.
And so let me ask you, should the polls shift, should things change and Barrett wins, how would that impact you and what you're trying to do?
Well, if that happens, then I think that we're going to see that the left will definitely be energized. They'll be excited going into the next few months, leading into the national conventions and the election. But it's not going to stop us. We're going to keep working no matter what. We have a country to save. We're going to start with Save Wisconsin, and we're going to go on and save the country.